What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy, Master Pill. It's another Tuesday night at 9 o'clock. And we're back again for another night of adult conversations. But y'all know, like I do, I always begin with the current events. And tonight we're going to begin with everybody's favorite black presidential candidate, Donald Trump. He just got handed a record $464 million judgment against him that he has to pay. If he doesn't pay it, he won't be able to run for president. Which may be a killer for all these newfound African Americans, black people, whatever you want to call yourself, that are pledging their allegiance to Donald Trump. So if Donald Trump can't pay this $454 million judgment, what's going to happen next for the Republican Party? We don't know. What's going on, YWG? What's going on with you tonight? But enough about Donald Trump, because I mean, it is what it is. Either he's going to be able to pay the fine or he won't be able to pay it. But he said that he won't be able to pay it, but he hasn't reached the deadline yet, but it's coming up. And the next current event that I want to talk about is there was this girl in Chicago, and they haven't said if she was married to the guy or not, but they had the same last name. Hey, Mildred, happy Tuesday. What's going on, Mildred? How you doing tonight? And the guy, the lady, they haven't said if they're married or not, but basically her baby's father, she got mad at him. And basically she made a Facebook post, basically calling out his ops. I guess he's a gang member, and basically she put a post out calling out his ops, saying that his ops were weak, and that basically her baby daddy was coming home every day unhurt, alive, whatever not. And more than that, she gave out his location. She gave out his location. And within 15 or 20 minutes of her giving out his location, he got killed. Some people pulled up on the address that she gave and basically killed her baby's father. Now, since the baby's father has been killed, basically she's closed all her social media, shut down all her social media, because basically she did something stupid. She did something irrational. Pontoon Jody, missed you last week, Pontoon Jody. I'm glad you're here this week. But yeah, all over some emotions. She was probably mad at him. He did something, something she didn't want, or he didn't follow directions, or whatever the case. But whatever the case, he did something that made her mad enough where she ridiculed his ops, gave out his address, and within 15 minutes he got killed. And I say this as a lead in to what we're going to talk about tonight. And basically tonight's topic is our unrealistic dating expectations, set by social media. Or is it the people that set social media? Is it the people? So yeah, I got my page open tonight, and I'm getting ready to add some moderators tonight. So yeah, standard moderator. So yeah, Mildred, you got your. Okay. We have some technical difficulties. I can't. Whatever happens on the internet happens on the internet. But I'm back. But like I was saying, a lady's irrational decision ended a man's life. And basically, we're gonna talk tonight about our unrealistic dating expectations set by social media. Or do people set the standards of social media? Which is it? Are the people led by social media, or is it people's real feelings or actions that set social media? I had a conversation with one of my friends today, and she kind of enlightened me on this topic because I have one thinking, but there's always different ways that you can look at something. So, are there unrealistic dating expectations? We know this. I mean that's self-explanatory. That's self-explanatory. There's a new video out this week. This week's newest, latest, greatest video is a female who basically of put a list out of requirements that it took to manage her, and it was like $130 to get her nails done, $200 for hair, $30 for lashes, something amount for makeup, this amount for this, another amount for that. And it was like, dang, is a man paying to make you look good? Because these are things that a woman should do on her own. I don't think a man should be expected to keep your hair, nails, and everything, your facials and all that stuff. I don't think a man should be expected to pay for those things to keep you up. You should keep yourself up the way that you looked when the man came into the situation. When the man met you, how you looked is that's just be the standard. That should be the standard that you should keep up. Now, if he chooses to help you keep that standard, then that's well within his rights. But I don't think that it should be an expected standard for a man to pay for your hair, nails, facials, toes, um, massages, whatever the case, whatever it is to make you feel good. I don't think no man should have to pay that. I don't know how y'all feel. Tell me about it. And you can look at it Do men have some crazy expectations about the women that they want to date as well? Y'all know I'm gonna be quiet on that. I don't think men have crazy expectations. I think a man's expectations is where his lifestyle is. That is his expectation, to maintain that lifestyle and to have a woman that's going to alleviate his stresses. Y'all didn't see that. Alleviate his stresses and add to the good things in his life. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pontoon Jody said, okay, I'm gonna say it, but you ain't gonna like it. Okay, Pontoon Jody, what do you have to interject? What you gonna add to the situation? And while Pontoon Jody's getting that thought together, thanks to everybody that's watching on Facebook, thanks to everybody that's watching on Twitch, and thanks to everybody that's watching on X, formerly known as Twitter. But y'all know how I do. And in the next couple minutes, I'm gonna close all those down. But before we do close it down and get you all to come over here to YouTube, we're gonna see what Pontoon Jody had to say. So Pontoon Jody said, for the last 10 weeks, all I've been hearing is complaining about women getting their hair and makeup done. Hair, nails, and makeup done. But now you think you shouldn't do it as long as he don't have to pay for it. Right, Pontoon Jody. The ladies aren't gonna like that, Pontoon Jody. You are absolutely right. False advertising. Because if a lady expects you to keep up her standard, that's not her standard. That's your standard. My man Trucker Z is in the house. What's going on, Trucker? If you all haven't been over to check out Trucker Z's page, go check out my man Trucker Z. He's on every morning. He drives trucks. He's going to tell you about wherever he's up and down the East Coast corridor. Sometimes he goes up into Canada. But he's going to give you the info on what he's doing, what's going on in his life. So, yeah, go over there and check out my man Trucker Z. That's the bro. So, yeah, go check out Trucker Z. Oh, go check out my man YWG, too. You want some gardening tips? Go check out YWG. He does taste tests. Him and his wife, Evie. Go over there, check them out. You'll love what he's got to take. You'll love what he has to give to you. You can take some information from him and work it out in your garden. But back to what we talked about. You were right, Pontoon Jody. And that's the lady saying that, ladies. She's saying you should keep your own standard. And then she followed it up and said, false advertising. It's false advertising. And I agree with Pontoon Jody. It's false advertising. Did some dude pay for you to get made up when you met that man? That should be your standard. How you met him is how you should look every time you see him when y'all go out. But I don't think it should be up to the man to keep you up to your standard. It's just how I think. Laura Wise, last week's guest on the couch, Laura Wise. Y'all know she's gonna have something to say. She said men have equally unrealistic expectations. Expectations around physical appearance, the expectation for a woman to be a maid, a chef, work full time, and do it with a smile. Law wise, there are men out here who like women in all different proportions. So that part of your argument is kind of mute, because there are men out here who like all types of women. Big women, little women, short women, tall women, top heavy women, bottom heavy women, buxom women. There's a man out here that likes every type ugly women. There's a man out here for everyone. So that part of your argument is mute. Now, a man that can take care of his mate, he's not worried about you working full time. He's not worried about your money. He's not worried about none of that stuff. He's worried about you taking his stress away. And you do that. I mean, you said a maid and a chef. I mean, a man's not asking you to be a chef, but he's asking for a home cooked meal to be prepared after he's worked all day. Is that too much to ask for? I don't think that's an unrealistic expectation. Does anybody out there? Now, again, thanks to everybody that watched on Facebook, everybody that watched on Twitch, everybody that watched on X. But I'm going to close them down now. And while I'm doing that, when y'all come over here, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Oh, oh, oh. So yeah, come over here and join the conversation. We got ladies over here that agree that sometimes women have unrealistic expectations. And we got on the converse, we got Laura Wise, we got Pontoon Jody who agrees that, a woman should keep her own standard up. And then we got Laura Wise that said men have equally unreal expectations. I don't agree with that. Yo, Trucker Z, got your new shoes? No, Z, I don't got my new shoes on, man. I had on a brown vest today, so I got on my brown dunks. Got on my brown dunks, man. Got on my dunks today. Trucker Z, thanks for sharing, man. Thanks for sharing. Uh-oh. Pontoon Jody's come back clarifying. No, I mean nothing against the ladies. That was towards come on, Pontoon Jody. Come on, Jody. You can't backtrack. So the ladies are saying that men have unreal expectations. What? You was in Kentucky? That's what catches your eye, the shiny package. Okay, right. That's what catches our eye. It is. We like nice, shiny things. But, I mean, we wax and buff our car, but I don't think a woman wants, R. Kelly compared y'all to a Jeep, so R. Kelly compared y'all to a Jeep, so so it's up to us to upkeep how you look, how good you look, your hair, your weaves. Now, there are men out there who don't like women with all them weaves and stuff. All this stuff that you all are saying, there are men out here who just like a natural woman that doesn't wear no makeup, that wears her hair natural, that doesn't really participate in all those things that you're talking about. So what do y'all have to say about that? Makeup and weaves and nails, those are you all's tools for getting men. It's not up to us to keep your tool set in order. That is your job. Those are your tools for getting men. It's not up to us to keep your tools in order. No. YWG, Laura's bugging. You right. Pontoon Jody said, the men say false advertising. I call it keeping yourself up and taking pride in your appearance. You men wouldn't give a second glance if it wasn't right. But is it our job to keep it in order? And that's why I say no. 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 I don't think it's our job. I got a guest on the couch. being quiet. I don't think she likes what I'm saying. Somebody that I'm helping do something. But she ain't even looking at me. I guess I'm not saying nothing that, piques her interest. But she's observing. Oh, Pontoon Jody facts. Oh gosh, here we go. My man Trucker Z was in Kentucky last night. What part of Kentucky was you in, Trucker? I'm up by Cincinnati. Trucker Z. Just Lena's in the house. Just Lena, where you been at? Where you been at, Just Lena? I'm glad you in the house tonight, but where you been at? Pontoon Jody said, if you want your lady to look a certain way, by all means, you should help pay for it. What the? Come on, Pontoon Jody. How do you figure that? Do you agree with that?
Agree with that.
If you want your lady to look a certain way, by all means, you should help pay for
it. I guess if you want to treat her, but
right, it should be a treat. It shouldn't be an expectation.
But no, I don't feel like
it shouldn't be an expectation.
I'm gonna do that anyway. Being a grown ass woman.
Wow. Oh. Wow. Take the wrench. Take Laura's wrench. Oh my. He said, hold on, Trucker Z. I gotta give Trucker Z a wrench. Yeah, Trucker Z is a moderator. He's a moderator. He's a friend of the Mass Appeal family. Yeah. But how do you all out there feel? We can already tell the ladies think it's the men's. It's expected for the men to take care of them and to upkeep them. The men do not agree. Laura Wise said, if I had $1 for men who said they like a natural woman and then show a woman with natural look and makeup, men ask if you are sick when you don't have on makeup. I've never asked a woman that didn't have makeup on if she was sick. Laura Wise, you say some of the wildest stuff. I've never told a woman that didn't have makeup on that she looked sick. Laura Wise, where do you get this stuff in? Where do you get this stuff in? Okay. Jess Lena went to the Cincinnati's Poetry Slam. She went to it last week. She said it was really nice. So Laura Wise is a part of the organization of those Cincinnati's Poetry Slams. They do them every 2 months. So if you're into poetry and you're into going and seeing people, verbally battle in a poetry way, you should check out Cincinnati's Poetry Slam. If you put Cincinnati's Poetry Slam in Google or Facebook or any of the social medias, the information will come up and you'll get information on when the next slam is. So yeah, back to what we're talking about. YWG said he'll give you that $1. I really don't understand why some women think it is an expectation of the man to keep the woman up how she was looking when he met her. Is the man expecting the woman to keep him up how he was looking when he met her? No. A man is going to keep himself up. He's going to go get his unit put on once every 6 months. He's going to do what he has to do to make you happy. But he's not going to ask you to help him pay to get his unit put on. He's not going to ask you to help him pay to get his beard cut, his hair cut, his shoes shine. We don't ask you all that. but it's expected of us to help you. Now, if I want to help you get your nails and your hair done, I want to buy you some heels, I will do that. But that's not something that's expected. It's not. And for a woman to say it is respected, we got Queen Keem in the house tonight. We know she's gonna have something to say. YWG said Pontoon Jody took a swig of Snoop Dogg's juice tonight. I think so, man. I really think so. Pontoon Jody's easy for me. I don't get my nails done and I cut my own hair. I ain't been to a salon in over 4 years. Pontoon Jody, you say some crazy stuff tonight, but yeah, you are very, very low maintenance. Your man, and don't call your man your partner. This is not your partner, Pontoon Jody. That's your man. Your man, he has a good woman. Low maintenance, you're easy to please. I know your man is happy whenever you come around. He gets to see you on the weekends. He don't get to see it. So are you moving? I didn't get to ask you, are you moving in with him? Are you all cohabitating now? Happy Happy New Year. Happy New Year. March 1st was Happy New Year. Lord Wise, look, partners should want to see each other at their best. Period. If he's slipping, I would help him. And if he see me out here busted, I would hope that he'd help. Strangers shouldn't pay for things. Now, if you busted up, I'm gonna be like, what's going on? Baby, here's some money. Go get yourself together. Now I can understand that. But it should not be a month. This chick had a monthly list of monthly things that if you're her man, it's expected. And then at the end of her diatribe, she said that little $100 you trying to send, sir, ain't doing nothing. I'm like, that little $100 he's sending is taking $100 off what you have to pay. He's paying for one or two or three of the things that you need, depending on which one you use on his money on. I think that what he did was commendable. From that list that she had, if he offered her $100 off of that list, what he did is commendable. Wow. Where are these men at? I have had people ask me if I was sick because I hadn't done my makeup yet. I said, no, I'm just ugly. Pontoon Jody, you are not ugly. And please don't let nobody shame you to wearing makeup. Please. You don't have to wear makeup. What, they wanted some blush on your face? Your cheeks wasn't red enough? I'm not understanding. What would make a person look sick because they don't have to wear makeup? I'm pretty sure you had some lip gloss or you had some lipstick or something on. I'm pretty sure that you weren't just totally didn't have nothing on. I think that, lipstick and a little bit of eyeshadow, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And no, Jody, you're not ugly. Your man, not your partner, he's a happy man. Yeah, Trucker Z, man, a unit. I talked to one of my buddies that is a barber, and he told me that men pay $600 for their units, and that a unit lasts up to 6 months. So the only thing that when they get their unit put on, the only thing they have to do is to go get a shape up to get, whatever. But my thing, what I asked him was, what about when their hair grows under into the glue, or does the glue last for 6 months? It was things that I was asking him because it was like, man, I don't know. That's what kind of glue are you putting on your head it's gonna last 6 months. And that might be something that's unhealthy. It's just my thinking. Laura Wise said men don't ask for haircuts. They ask to flip your tax return. Wow. Wow. If a dude is asking you to flip his tax return or to flip your tax return, I don't think that's a dude that you want to be around. I don't hang around dudes who ask women to flip their taxes, so I can't speak on that. I can't really speak on that because the men I hang around, we're not flipping taxes. So I can't speak on that one. We're gonna leave that there. Queen Kima, sidebar. What's wrong with the term partner? What's wrong with the term partner? There's many different ways I could go with what's wrong with partner. Because I mean, my homeboy is it's my partner. Is my partner the same as my partner? Me, I don't call the woman that I'm dating or cohabitating with or whatever. I don't call that woman my partner. Partners with two police are. They're partners. I guess I don't want my woman to call me a partner. I will say that I'm not a partner. I'm not a partner. Pontoon Jody said, nope, I will never move in with him full time. I like my freedom. And so ain't nothing wrong with seeing each other on the weekends. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes seeing somebody every day can be detrimental. Sometimes, you're working. But I mean, Pontoon Jody, I understand that. But are there times that you stay there for the whole week? I know y'all kick it on the weekends, and that's when you usually go to see them on the weekends and y'all fish and do all that. But do you ever just stay for the week? I mean, or is it just the weekend? Mildred got some input. She said, to be honest, nowadays, no one is dating. We are just tricking. If y'all are not married, it's your own responsibility to keep yourself up. I agree 100%, Mildred. I agree 100%. I'm going to repeat that. To be honest, nowadays, no one is dating. We are just tricking. If y'all are not married, it's your own responsibility to keep yourself up. It's your own responsibility. Mildred, I couldn't have said it no better than what you just said. Wow. YWZ, I like tricking back in the day. Wow. I didn't know that. Now I know something about you. YWG was tricking back in the day. Pontoon Jody said, I canceled. What? Oh. She tried to do the okey doke. Tried to do the okey doke on you, Pontoon Jody. You did the right thing. You did the right thing by canceling the sale. You did the right thing. If they kept coming back telling you they wanted less and less, and kick rocks. My fishing partner. Why you gotta label it? I didn't label it. You labeled it. You said he was your partner. You said he was your partner, not me. And me as a man, I don't think no man wants to be labeled as a partner. I don't. We're coming up on 35 minutes into the show. Like, share, and subscribe. Like the video, share it out, and subscribe to your boy. Subscribe to your boy. We're trying to grow. We're trying to grow this channel. Uh-oh. Trucker Z said $100 a month. Is that bad, Trucker Z? Is $100 too low? Am I low balling? Am I low balling, Trucker Z? Wow. Pontoon Jody said she caught another 63-pound catfish Saturday. Were you live when you caught it? Were you live when you caught it, Jody? Uh-oh. Laura Wise at Queen came up. They don't like the idea of partnership and setting terms. They like the idea of being the captain. Wow. Laura Wise, don't you want a captain? Don't you want a captain? The reason a man walks in front of you is because he's the first line of defense. Not just to open the door for you. That's the reason that men walk in front of you. But sometimes it's if you're not in that type of situation, the man lets the women walk in front. But most of the time, the man walks in front if you're in a situation where he deems that it could be confrontational at some point. Or if you're moving through a crowd, you don't go through the crowd first and the man follow you. No, you follow the man. You put your hand on the man's shoulder and y'all go through the crowd. The man doesn't put his hand on your shoulder, so yeah. The man wants to be the captain. The man should be the captain. Okay, Pontoon Jody said, okay, we're more like best friends. Best friend sounds way better than partner. YWG said he likes being called the king. Hey, Trucker Z, man. I'll talk to you in the morning, brother. I'll be on your live in the morning. Thanks for stopping through, man. You always come through and put your little input in, man. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I kind of believe in that. So Queen Kima. So what you're saying is you agree with that nonsense the Lord Wise said? You agree with that? Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. It's a 2-hour drive away. I ain't driving that every day to work, and besides, I can't leave my house empty. It would get vandalized. Wow, where you live at? I thought you lived in the mountains, Jody. Who gonna come vandalize y'all? Mountain men? Trucker Z. At YWG, I look. See, Queen, yeah. Queen knows. The king is the captain. I don't understand why that's so hard for you to realize, Lord Wise. The king is the captain. The man is the captain. Modern women, y'all tough. Y'all want to be tough. Y'all want to lead the relationship. Y'all want us to pay for y'all's hair, nails to get done. What is the man to do? Be your concubine? Come on now. The way y'all set it out, y'all just want a man to be y'all, just to be there. Yeah, come on, lay down. You just want a man to be give me some money. Come on now. It's got to be more to it than that. It's got to be a leader. The man is the leader. But I was having a conversation with somebody today, one of my female friends, and she said that at the level of where she's working, she has a degree, and she has a very, very upwardly mobile position. And she said she notices that when she is in her place of employment, that Men of color are scarce. Men of color are scarce at her level. And she says that a lot of times she has to date down. But she said that was in the past. She said now she's just at the point where she's just content with being on her own. So, with these unrealistic expectations of a man taking care of all that stuff, where are these men that are doing this? Because if all these ladies are complaining about not having a man that's going to do all this stuff, when are you going to change your mode of thinking? Because the definition of insanity is continually doing something over and over again without changing what you're doing and expecting a different outcome. If all these ladies are complaining about what they're not getting and what a man should be doing, at some point you have to do it for yourself. Because, like we said, men have tools to get women. We do. Cologne, dressing nice, a nice car, money in your pocket, your own place. These are the tools for getting a good woman. What are your tools for getting a good man? And you can't say that the tools that you have, the man has to upkeep them. What do you have to offer that the man does not have to upkeep? That you have to offer? What? What drink is that in the background? Some Town Branch bourbon. I saw this and I wanted to try it. You know me, straight Kentucky bourbon. Town Branch out of Lexington, Kentucky. But back to what we talked about. Pontoon Jody said, what about dating sites? I haven't heard people talk about them, but never been on one. I have been on dating sites before. I'm not, currently I don't have any profiles on any dating sites. Because I'm a type person, I want to meet I don't like buying clothes online because I like to try my clothes on in person. That's like meeting somebody on the internet. You may meet the filter and not you may get the real person and not the filter when you meet in person. So I'm kind of leery on, pictures online because it's different angles you can take. And then, you can't never trust the neck ups. You can't never trust the neck ups. If a chick got over 20 neck ups and no whole body pictures, it's probably something that's wrong up under the neck. That's why it's all neck ups. Pontoon Jody said, yes, I was live on a different channel than mine. Okay, two stands fishing. Okay. So I guess you won that night. You won the contest that night. See, Rob, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Wow. Queen Kima said, I used to look at people strange who went on dating sites. But now, it's just the same as meeting in church. You're not guaranteed. You're not crazy either way. Wow. It's crazy people in church. We're coming up on 45 minutes into this conversation. And I can't really speak on church either. I stopped going to church. I grew up in the church, but I stopped going to church a long time ago. Long time ago. Mildred said, finding the king is hard. For me, I don't know why at 47 years old, I have only found two. Mildred, are you trying to say you only had two boyfriends in 47 years of being on this earth? Now get out of here. Not the way you said you made them biscuits and what that man was doing. I know you didn't have more than two boyfriends, them biscuits. Because you had about 5 women in here, they wanted that recipe. So that's cap. That's cap. C. Rob said those men are usually already taken or they themselves have certain standards. Whatever you mean by that, each is different. You're right. I have certain standards. I have certain standards. I do. My son's mother, my son is 28. My son's mother graduated from Spelman. She has a master's degree. And even though we aren't together, she really is the standard. We aren't together any longer, but she is the standard. And a lot of people need to look at what their standard is. So I understand exactly what C. Rob is saying. I don't plan on having any more children out of wedlock. But if I do have a child out of wedlock, my son's mother graduated from Spelman, has a master's degree, is upwardly mobile in her profession. So that's a standard that was set a long time ago. So that is the standard. So everybody has a standard. And people need to, I guess some ladies' standards that they have set are unattainable. Or they are attainable if they share men. Get with Future or Bow Wow. They'll help you out. But like Cameron and May said, why would you, with all the money you have all the money you could ever want in life, why would you not get with a woman that you could create your own family? As opposed to getting with someone that has 2 or 3 children by somebody else. And that is the standard that a lot of men are setting. I had a conversation with one of my friends the other day, and it's one of my buddies, and we were talking, and I told him, I said, the age of the stepfather is over. The age of the stepfather is over. Because these guys that are in this generation, they have a different outlook on women that have children out of wedlock. They have a completely different outlook of women women that have children out of wedlock. Because a lot of these younger guys, they want to create their own family. And a lot of women are resentful of that. A lot of women are resentful for that fact. And that's a fact. No way you look around it. Men are looking at it like, why, if I don't have children, why would I get with someone that already has a family? Because any man's dream is to create his own family. Now, there are people that do differently. And I'm not saying that doing something different is wrong, but the goal is to have your own family. Yeah, you can say I'm wrong, or maybe I am wrong, but I think that a man's his goal, is to create his own family and not go into a situation of a ready-made family. It's my thinking, and my thinking is based off experience. It's not based off no book or nothing like that. It's based off life, stuff I see. Captain Marvel, okay. Queen Kima said church was just used as an. I understood where you was coming from, King. I understood. Make it seem like church. Nah, we know that everybody at church is not good. So we do know that. We do know that. Mildred said, FYI, I'm never making. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't even know if I want to read the rest of it after I read the first sentence. Mildred said, I'm never making biscuits again. That man has been outside and sending pictures of my car and windows and keep asking to come over. It's getting scary. Wow. Wow. Ladies, do y'all want their recipe? Y'all still want their recipe? She got a dude taking pictures of the car, sending them to her. I'm outside, baby. I want some more of them biscuits. I think he wants some more of them other biscuits that he had his face buried in them biscuits. I think that's the biscuits that he wants. C. Rob said, what gets me is some women have much higher standards for a guy they date than the guys they had. That right there. See, Rob, you hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head. Women have a much higher standard for the men that they date than the men that they lay down with. Thank you, C. Rob. I got a soundboard. I didn't get a chance to hook it up. If I did, it would be applause, applause, applause. That's 100. That's 100. That's 100, C. Rob. C. Rob, you hit the nail on the head, man. Laura West said, oh, so these biscuits are like voodoo. It's time for you to come up off that. Oh my gosh! And Laura White still wants the recipe. She wants some man outside taking pictures of her car, sending them to her. Okay. Oh, okay. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. We come up on 1 hour. Why do women have a higher standard of the men they date than the men they lay down with? Why is that? Is it they saw a mistake and now they want to correct that mistake? Now, everybody can make a mistake once. I don't, and we're not talking about those women. We're talking about the women who continuously make that mistake and have 2 or 3 children by 2 or 3, 4 different men. Those are the women that we're talking about. Because everybody makes a mistake once. But you can't continuously make that same mistake and then think somebody's gonna come in and correct your mistakes. It's not how the world works. Wow. Laura Wise says she can't be holding men to a standard that I had at 16. Ooh. You can't be holding men to a standard that you had at 16. What standard is that, Laura Wise? We don't know. I kind of outlined the standard. You're just saying the standard. What standard? Ned DeWino standard? What standard are we talking about? Pontoon Jody said, I told my daughter to not date anybody they wouldn't marry. That's facts. Don't date anybody that you wouldn't marry. That is a good standard. It's a good standard to set. Don't even date nobody if you wouldn't marry him. That'll cut a lot of riffraff out of the equation. And that's what women don't see. That's what women don't see. Is these women that are out here that have all these high standards that, wear little or nothing to the club, and there's nothing wrong with wearing little or nothing. What's going on, Jug? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But you shouldn't date anybody unless you would seriously consider them as a mate. And that goes back to women going on dates because they want to eat, or going on a date because they want to see a movie, and things like that. But women have to understand that the men that like you will do that, but the men that you like may not do that. And that's what a lot of women need to come to terms with, is the men that like you are the men that will do those things. But the men that you like may not be willing to pay for your upkeep. Because it may not be necessary for him. He can get a woman that's not going to have upkeep. And when we as men say that women have unrealistic expectations in dating, that's what we mean. You can go out on a date with a woman one time and you know if you want to take that woman out again. Some women don't know how to act in public. Some women you can't take in the public setting. Some women who want you to take them to these 5-star restaurants have never been to a 5-star restaurant. Now, you got these women out here saying that I wouldn't ask a man to take me anywhere that I'm not going to take myself. But we're not talking about spending your rent money on going for dinner. It's not what we're talking about. It ain't what we're talking about. YWG, peace out, brother. Juggernaut TV. If you find an honestly good person and they treat you right, check it out. Exactly. If you find an honest person that treats you right, and honesty is the number one thing. Because a lot of people, all they want is a choice. If you give a person a choice, they're going to say yes or they're going to say no. But you've given them a choice. You've given them a choice. But if you lie and lead this person to believe that there's something that they're not, and whoop to whoop, when you get tired of that situation and you try to get out of it, that's when you have them situations where women key your cars and bust your windows. And I've never had those types of situations because I'm honest. I give a person a choice. That's all a person wants is a choice. But there are people that don't want the truth. They want you. They would rather you lie to them and give them the facade of what they want, and they don't care about the truth until the truth embarrasses them. That's why I tell people, the women that I date, I tell them, just don't embarrass me. You may not be dating anybody else or whatever the case, or you may be dating somebody else, but if we're kicking it, just don't embarrass me. And that's what it comes down to a lot of people. A lot of people just don't want to be embarrassed. There's nothing worse than the feeling of being embarrassed. So that's what I tell when I'm dating someone, I just tell them, don't embarrass me. Because people are human. People are gonna act on, whatever their situation is at their moment. You have people that can stay straight, Earl, and be put in situations and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. But then you're gonna have other situations. I mean, like people are people. I don't put anything past anyone, and I've, I've lived a good life by not putting anything past anyone. A lot of people tell me that's a cynical way to live, but being cynical is, it keeps me. Sometimes you can't help your emotions getting into things, but having a cynical outlook, it kind of
keeps you grounded.
Keeps you grounded. Keeps you grounded. It's the word I was looking for. My man Juggernaut said, some people can only function from confusion. What's going on, Black Money? If y'all haven't been to check out Black Money's page, get over and check out Black Money Corporation. He is the man with the key to all the 7 continents. If you're looking to talk to people that are in Africa, if you're looking to talk to people that are in India, if you're looking to talk to people that are in Canada, the islands, Jamaica, the UAE, Yugoslavia, go over there and check out Black Money. He can open you up to a lot of different things. He has a lot of different topics, but one thing he does have is lots of people from all over the world to come to his page and congregate. So go over there and check out Black Money Corp. But you are absolutely right, Juggernaut. Some people can only function from confusion. Chaos. Some people can function only in chaos. That's why you have women that will just lash out at any given opportunity of anything. Because basically a woman that's gonna do that is trying to keep that man on his toes to what she wants him to do. It's an emotional it's an emotional thing. She knows that she can get a rise out of him and she can get what she wants if she gets his blood pressure up. But a lot of men aren't even putting themselves in those type of situations nowadays. And a lot of women are frustrated because how they were getting money from dudes in the past. These dudes are, man, it's tight out here right now. It's tight out here right now. It's hard for a pimp. It's hard for whatever somebody's doing. It's hard out here it's hard in the blue collar world. It's hard in the white collar world. It's hard out here. And you got these women out here saying that they want a man to make $200,000. 200. If you're a black man and you make $200,000, you're in the top 1% of earners, of black male earners in America. If you make over 6 figures, you're in the top 10% of earners in black men in America. So all these women who are wanting this top tier men and these men who can do these things that they want, I mean, no man wants to be forced into a situation where he feels like he has to do something to keep a person. And that's all we're talking about tonight with unrealistic expectations in dating. And then a lot of women can't handle a good man. I've seen videos in the last week and a half of women saying that they couldn't be with somebody because he was too good. He treated me too nice. He was just too nice to me. There was no, and that's crazy to me. Stressful situations kill you. So why would any man or any person, man or woman, want to subject themselves to a relationship that gets their blood boiling? That's not love. That's not love. And instead of going through all of that, a lot of men are going overseas. A lot of men are going to Africa. A lot of men are going to the tropics. A lot of men are going wherever they're going away from the women that are here in America. And the only thing that women want to do is argue about that instead of looking within themselves to get better results. To get better results. What's going on, my man? What's going on? My man Black Money said a lot of women say they want a good man, but the thug is more exciting. Give her the reason to be wanted. But the thug, even though he's a thug, he's pliable. He's pliable in some retrospect. And what I mean by pliable is that is that thug is gonna give her that money to just shut her up. It's control. It's a control thing. One person thinks they're controlling this person by saying, you got to give me this money. And then the other person thinks he's controlling that person by giving them the money. So it's a give and take. When one person doesn't feel like it's a amicable giving and taking, they usually get out of that type of situation. Now, depending on the situation, it can be hard to get out of. My man, he said men are going to Medellin. Men are going to Colombia. Men are going to the Dominican Republic. Men are going to Jamaica. Men are going to Africa. Men are going to Nigeria. Men are going to the UAE. Men are going everywhere as far away from this entitlement as they can. At some point, women got to look in the mirror and look at the expectations that you have. These expectations that you have aren't getting you results. They might get you knocked upside the head because the dude is going to give you some money. When you don't do what he want to do, he's going to go upside you. Exactly, Black Bunny, because she ends up taking care of the thug. Because if it's a drought or if it's anything going on, yeah, and he ain't really established in what he's doing, yeah, he's gonna have to lean on that shit. It's real talk. Like I said, y'all know what we do over here. We have real adult conversations. It's not one-sided. It's not, we look at the pros and cons on both sides. But yeah, I saw a video, I watched the video. They had these ladies that were in Barbados. Passport women going to another country to try to find, and basically this man ran up on her. He was like, I noticed things. I noticed things. And every time you get up, he was like, is that all you down there? He was talking about Punan. He said, is that all you down there? And she was taken aback. She was like, he said, yeah, is that all you? He said, I noticed things. He said, every time you get up, it's fat back there. He said, I want to get to know you. She's like, how you gonna want to get to know me? You talking about my JJ. He said, but we can get to know each other now. So ladies, when y'all try to do what passport brothers do, it's just different. Because them men are thinking you all are coming over there to, yeah, it's fat down. It's just really, yours is really fat. I want it. Yeah, it's fat. I was like, wow. I said, oh my. But unrealistic expectations. You know, we got these passport women who have the expectation that they're going to be able to go to these other countries and get treated differently when they're looking for a partner. Going somewhere as a visitor is different as opposed to going somewhere and looking for a partner. Yeah. They got game too. You think you're going to a third world country, they got game too. Black Money said, men been tricking now, the ladies are. Stella got her groove back. She was tricking. They romanticized. You right. They romanticized it when the ladies was going down to the Caribbean. They romanticized it. But now the brothers is going down to them same places and getting the women. Now it's a bad thing. And the funny thing about that is y'all know what happened when Stella brought that guy back. Yeah, he just used it to get here. Now, that can happen to men too. But I would say that per capita, it happens more to women than it does to men. Pretty Tony came in. Pretty Tony, what's going on, brother? What's going on with you, Pretty Tony? I know you got about 8 women on deck. She wants you to make 100K and she stay at home and only receive child. Wow. You right. You right, Pretty Tony. Exactly, Black Money. In real life, that dude from Stella got her group back was a fraud, and he was gay on top of that. So he tricked her, got over here, and told her he was gay.
Oh, you talking about Terry McMillan herself? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. That's what I don't really understand. But like I said, Black Money said that the whole time her stove is dirty, but she wants you to have 100K. Hey, Black Money. Like, see, I'm gonna have to scroll back up. I'm gonna have to scroll back up to get C Rob's. He said the quote of the night. C Rob. He said the quote of the night. I need to find it. C Rob with the quote of the night. Some women have much higher standards for the men that they date than for the men that they lay down with. That was the quote of the night. Some women have a much higher standard for a guy they date than for the man they had a child with. Now, like I said, C Rob, and to the men out there, everybody can make a mistake. We're talking about repeat offenders. We're talking about repeat offenders. Pretty Tony, gotta give you a branch, man. Juggernaut TV, I gotta give you a wrench too. We got moderators in there. But yeah, what y'all have to say? Do men have unrealistic expectations? Do women have unrealistic expectations? I mean, we already know the ladies. I do men have unrealistic expectations? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a rebuttal to what C. Rob said. C. Rob said women have much higher standards for a guy they date than the guy they lay with. And Queen Kima said she can't live and learn. Cheering Sierra for. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know if we cheering for Sierra. I think that's more the ladies are cheering for Sierra because they feel like she came up. That's my outlook on that. We're coming up on an hour and 17. And this was a good conversation tonight. It was a very good conversation tonight. I think we came to the understanding that, unrealistic expectations can be on both sides of the bridge. But I would say that women, it's probably 90% to 10% men of unrealistic expectations. Because men know what level, a lot of men know what level they're at, and they kind of date on that level. Or if a woman that's at a higher level approaches them, they can do that too. But a lot of women have unrealistic expectations of some knight in shining armor supposed to ride up on this horse and just all your problems are gone. And that's not realistic. That's not a realistic thinking pattern. It just isn't. Sierra, see, Rob says Sierra is the exception to the rule and not the rule. Yes, she can't be the rule. She's the exception. Sierra is the exception to the rule. Queen Kim said both. Men and women dating above and below their pay grades. Yeah. Yeah. I would say that it's more men that date below their pay grade social status. Because a man can bring a woman up. A woman she can't bring a dude that's a lower level up, but that's always going to be problems. And the man is not the king in that situation. I think we'll agree on that. The man's not the king in that situation. We're going to get these last comments in. C. Rob said, I'm not referring to a teenage mistake. I'm talking about grown adult women in their 30s and beyond. Correct. That's who we're talking about. Black Money agree with Queen. We do. We do. This was another Tuesday night. We had another great adult conversation. How we always do over here on the Mouse Appeal Show. I'd like to thank everybody who came out tonight and contributed to the conversation. It's very, very much appreciated. Everybody that came through, everybody who was new that came through, I appreciate you all coming through, joining the Mouse Appeal family. Hit that like button, share this out, and subscribe to your boy. Join us next week, where we'll come with another topic for another adult conversation. This your boy Mass Appeal, and it's been Tuesday night. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everyone. I think I had one too many drinks, But I appreciate everyone coming out